If you're a coach and you've read a book like this, or maybe like this, or maybe even this, but you're still not making money, I'll tell you why and what you specifically need to do in order to grow your coaching business. So once again, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to actually start making money with your coaching business and tell you and show you that information isn't the problem. Reading the next book isn't your problem. And I'm going to show you how you can actually start making money. And if you also stay around to the end of the video, I'm going to go ahead and show you the specifics that one of the people that worked with us went from just reading in a bunch of books, information, all of that, to actually making $10,000 actually in their coaching business. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Chris Berry. I've worked with hundreds of coaches, helped them sell over $10 million, but that's not what you're here for. So let's jump into the meat and potatoes of it. So once again, this is what we're going to be diving into today here. And let's go ahead and let's do thing, okay? I talked to you about the one shift that our client went ahead and went from 10,000 and that. So the first thing is I want you to go ahead and understand that books does not equal money. What it comes down to really is action, right? You can have all the right tools, the information, whatever it is, but unless it's applied, nothing's really going to happen. That's where I find so many coaches get stuck. They feel like they need to have everything figured out. They feel like it needs to be perfect, when really I can tell you the best way to do it is just by starting and taking action. And let's even kind of just break things down. So how do we actually make money inside of a coaching business? Okay, first things first, we need a lead, right? And then from the lead, we get on a call. If we're selling high ticket coaching, typically this is the most common path. Then the call will turn into the person paying you money. Cool, fairly simple enough, we get it. Okay, but then now the next question is, how do we get the lead? I'm not really sure. There's 3 ways that we can go ahead and get a lead, guys. We do outreach, we do ads, or we make content, okay? One of these 3 things, people think it's rocket science to go ahead and do this. It's really not. All that you need to do is you just need to simply get yourself in front of your possible client. Because once you get in front of them and you invite them, hey, do this, do that, whatever, then they can actually become a lead for you. And then it leads into the call. And so the problem that I see with so many coaches is that they're like, oh, well, I got to go ahead and build my website. Or I have to go ahead and make sure I clearly understand this and that and everything. I need to be perfectly certified. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad thing to have your website defined. It's not a bad thing to have all these certifications. But when push comes to shove, can you help somebody go from where they are now to where they want to be? If that's the case, then you need to start helping people. It doesn't mean you need to start reading all these other books and do all that, because that's a thing that is going to get your business to the next level. The thing that's going to get your business to the next level is starting to take action. And it comes down to just having the basic understanding of what needs to happen in order to close, right? So in order, because I'm really trying to simplify all this stuff for you guys, so you can walk away from this video saying, oh, wow, it's really that easy? Yes, it really is that easy. It doesn't need to take you months or weeks or years to go ahead and actually start making money with your coaching business. Because as we're looking at this, we've identified what the path to making money is, a lead to a call to that. We've identified the 3 ways that you can go ahead and generate leads, and then like, oh, well, what do I sell? Sell something. Don't get me wrong, I have frameworks and things that I teach the people that I work with, but all that matters is you're going to go ahead and you're going to take a person from where they are now and bring them to where they want to be, their goal. That's really what you need to do. You're saying, look, you're here right now, Mr. Prospect, and you want to be up there. This is the ladder that I can walk you through to go there. I've done it myself. I've helped other people, whatever that looks like. And this is your program right here. Guys, it's not rocket science. If I want to go ahead and get a 6-pack abs, what do I need to do? Nutrition. I need to hit the gym. A big part of this, though, is also the mental side of things, right? Consistency is another thing that you could probably liken it to. And so with that, if you can go ahead, and a part of this consistency comes accountability. So let's say this as an example. These are the 4 pillars of my coaching program. Boom, done. Let's say I'm doing health coaching of some sort. That's one. You want to build a coaching business. Very simple. What are the steps you need to do? Number 1, you need to identify your ideal client and your offer. You then need a way to generate leads, and then you need to go ahead and sell them. And obviously you need to deliver. That's it. Guys, it's not rocket science. And so why am I seeking to go ahead and do this? Because as you're going through inside of your business, we want everything to be perfect. If it's our business, especially if it's your first business, I want to make sure I'm doing everything right. But the problem is that you and your desire to make everything perfect, your desire to make everything right, is slowing you down from even getting in front of the people that you need to. You don't need to read another book to make it perfect. Just get started. Because if I told you that the path to actually making a successful coaching business is going to be filled with failures, trips, falls along the way, it's a normal part of the process. Your first video that you put online is going to suck. If you go down on my YouTube channel, you go to the very first one, it's embarrassing to go ahead and see it. And even right now, I'm sure if I look back at myself and however many years from now, I'm going to be embarrassed with my content because I know I'm so much better right now. But in short, it's just a matter of getting started. Because ultimately, nobody's ever going to buy your coaching unless they even know you exist. Unless you start putting stuff out there. Unless you actually have something to go ahead and sell. And yeah, maybe your offer isn't perfect, so you get on a call with someone, they don't buy. Okay, but you learned something. You understand what they wanted, the things why they didn't buy, all of that. And so instead of you just feeling like, I need to go read another book, because I can tell you, it hurts me so much. This is the reason why I'm making this video, because I get on with different coaches on these calls, and they get in their own way. Oh, I'm going to try to go ahead and read this book or watch that video. No, just get started. I'm going to go take this certification. You don't need another certification. You just need to get started. And so I know I'm kind of going in circles, you guys, but the reason why I'm going in circles is because it's not complicated to go ahead and make a coaching business. Who do you want to help? Ideal client. What are you helping them with? Your offer. How are you generating leads? We talked about the 3 ways above. Sell them. You get on a call, a phone call, a Zoom call. You do that, and then you deliver the results. That's what you're an expert at. I typically only cover these 3 when I'm on the videos because you guys already know how to deliver. This is your bread and butter. You've already done it. And so you just need to focus on doing these 3 things. You don't need a long time to do this. Literally in the next 24 hours, if me and you sat down in your business, we'd have it all done. Boom, done. Shameless plug. If you'd like help, me and my team, first link down below, book a call. We can have a chat. Coming back to everybody else who doesn't want to book a call. Just sit down. It could take you 24 hours to say, I want to help this person accomplish this goal with this offer. I'm going to go ahead and start DMing them. I'm going to start making content. I'm going to start, honestly, the best way to do it is Facebook ads. Let's be real. But you can still have that launch within 24 hours. And you start having conversations. That's it. And so I know you see me getting passionate and saying a bunch of stuff, but all that I really would like you guys to pull away, if you could only pull away one thing from this video, please just take action now. Take action now. I can't tell you how many coaches never build the business, never succeed because they overthink everything. The way you will be successful in this, just get started. And so with that said, that's what I have for you guys for today. I know I kind of came off like this, but I hope that it was helpful because I can tell you this is what so many coaches just need based on my conversations with them. So if you did enjoy this video, please make sure to drop a like. And if you'd like to see the next video that will break down a little bit more, maybe in the details of you understanding these 3 steps that I told you about and how you could get that started now instead of waiting, click right here. I put together a video that puts it in more detail so you can actually start taking action. Not just reading stuff and listening to stuff and doing a certification because it makes you feel good, makes you feel like you're taking progress. Start doing this right here and you'll actually start seeing some money coming into your business. Oh my goodness. I realized actually. I'm going to go ahead and pause it. You're not going to see something click right here because I told you I'm going to go ahead and tell you about one person that I work with on it. And so all that we did, in the same way that many of you guys here, and I know I'm going all over the place, but you get it. Look, you can see I don't seek to make it super cut and edited. I'm just trying to give you real stuff on, okay? The coach, very similar to kind of what I described you. He's reading all these books, doing all this stuff. I want to study this. He's very detail-oriented. It said all we did, it said, got it. Who's your ideal client? Boom. It's not going to be perfect, but let's just go ahead and get started. Looks like my pencil is needing to be recalibrated. Okay. Who is your ideal client? Okay. Boom. Done. Took us an hour, 2 hours. Then we defined, okay, what problem is this person facing? And then how are you going to solve that problem? Boom. That then led into him defining his offer. How is he going to solve the problem of his ideal client? Done. Didn't need to take long. Because whenever I work with people, I say, look, let's of course make sure we're putting our best foot forward. But everything doesn't need to be perfect. You will get more information by having conversations with these people of what they actually want instead of just trying to think about it for weeks. So we went ahead and defined the ideal client. We then defined the offer. And then all that we did for the leads is we literally ran a very simple Facebook ad. Super simple. It literally said, so it said like a headline right here. It said some text, it had a little bit more text under here. And this was the entire thing. We ran it on Facebook. Done. I think it was like $10 a lead we were getting in. Okay. So $10 a lead. He spent, I think it was like $1,700 in total. So we got 170 leads in total. And he converted 2 of them at $5K a pop, which gave him $10,000. That's a 1. That's it, guys. That is how you, and it didn't need to take a long time. Couple hours, boom. The biggest thing, honestly, for him was just him understanding how to go ahead and sell on the back end. That's really what it was, because he wasn't accustomed to maybe having some of these conversations about how to frame it. That comes with time. But literally, and this was in the span of like, I think it was like a month and a half, 2 months. So don't get me wrong, $10,000 in 2 months isn't crazy amounts of money. But I can tell you, you actually starting to do this, and then guess what? Now you take this $10,000 and you reinvest some of it back into more ads, which then leads into more and more and more, and we continue to get optimized. And so with that, you guys, that's what I want to show you. I know I kind of jumped all over the place, but I want to show you it's not rocket science. It's not something that needs to take you a while. The only thing stopping you from actually being successful and you doing this is yourself. And I say it with all love and care. You need to get out of your own way and just start taking action. So, with that said, now for the actual close. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you'd like more specifics on how you can actually start implementing these things into your business, click this button right here, and then it will bring you and walk you through everything.